Welcome to another episode of Between Us Ladies. I'm Meltrice, better known as your money-minded mama.
All right, and I'm Alexis, aka your book loving bestie.
Hey, in this episode, we're going to be talking about family ties and untied ends. Blood may be thicker than water, but what happens when family is also the womb?
That's a really great conversation. But before we get into that,
Okay.
we got to start with our game.
Oh, this game again.
We love this game. It's our thing. So which one we going with today? We're going to go with vulnerable, mindful, or intimacy.
Let's go with vulnerable.
You love vulnerable.
You know, that's what this is all about. I always say your victory is in your vulnerability.
I should take out the cards that we've done before so we don't
repeat them.
But let's see what we got.
Let's see. Let's sigh.
You got it. Come on.
Okay. What is the most hurtful thing someone's ever told you?
Ooh.
You know what? I don't know if I ever told you this situation that happened when you were little.
Oh gosh, come on. What is it?
So your grandmother, your mom's dead, God rest her soul. Mm-hmm. We were doing a family game at the park around the corner. Mm-hmm. And we were playing kickball. And somebody kicked the ball and it went right into your stomach. You were young and you were crying. And she was like, and of course I'm consoling you. You're my baby. And she was like, that's why she ain't gonna never be nothing with her life because you spoiled her rotten. So I looked up with tears in my eyes. I said, I rebuke that devil in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
And I looked at your dad. And your dad was like, Mom, and he checked her. Mm-hmm. But your grandma spoke that over your life. And I could say a whole bunch of hurtful things that have been spoken over my life. But that is something that I just will never, ever forget that she said that in front of you.
Wow.
You were young, though. You were like about 5.
Yeah,
and you
I
got
remember
hit
that.
in the stomach with a ball that somebody just kicked. Of course I'm going to console you.
Wow, that's so interesting because I've never had a really intimate relationship with my grandmother. So that's kind of saddening to hear, actually, that she would speak something like that over my life.
She was a tough person. She was hurt. Hurt people.
Yeah.
And I think I used to have like resentment toward her until I matured a little bit and recognized that some of the hurtful things that she do, some of the hurtful things that she said really just came from a place of pain.
Okay.
And the problem with people having unresolved pain or pain that they're not dealing with, you know what I'm saying? I always talk about how you and I, we're on a healing journey. We go to church, we pray, we go to therapy because God created therapists, right? The Bible and therapists. But some people don't know what to do with that pain, so they lash out. And so once I became a little more mature and recognized she really loves hard.
Yes, she does.
She does. She
really
when
does.
When you look beyond all of the pain,
when
you look beyond all of the bitterness, she loved hard.
Yeah.
And not that you're giving her an excuse, and this really fits really well into our topic. Not that you're excusing her poor behavior, but you have to have grace and mercy for people because you need it for yourself.
Yeah.
So that I was young. So if you were 5, then how old was I? 25. I was young. I didn't know enough or was not mature enough to deal with it in a productive way. So I lashed back out, right? If that same situation happened with at my maturity level now, I would say I would be much different with it. I would say, please don't speak that over my baby's life.
Yeah.
I understand that you think she should be tougher, but right now she's 5 and somebody kicked this ball in her stomach. So I'm going to hold her if that's okay with you.
Even if it's not, I'm going to still hold my baby.
Even if it's not, I'm still going to hold my baby. And like maybe after that, if she didn't respect the niceties, then I might have come. Even at this age, different. I might have came out a little something different. But I mean, I think the whole point is, it's just really recognizing that it's so much unresolved pain in families.
Yes, there is.
And it's so many things that we brushed under the rug that
we've enabled,
in
that we've
yeah.
accepted, that we've just looked over, or we never discussed, or we never addressed. It's a lot of things that between family members can get so misconstrued, which is so crazy, because it's like, this is supposed to be my family.
Yeah.
They're
And most
supposed
of
to
it hurt.
understand them. They're supposed to understand me the most, and I'm out here left to dry by the people I love the most.
Absolutely. And most of the hurt. So the question, I'm going to give it back to you.
Okay.
When I think about it, although I gave one scenario, because we don't have time for all of them.
Oh, okay.
But when I think about a lot of the pain or the painful things that people have said to me, most of it did come from family.
Yeah.
And I think it hurt the most because it's the people that you care about the most.
Yeah.
So the people you care about the most can hurt you the most.
Yeah.
And you expect the most from.
Absolutely.
So it's a bigger letdown.
It is a way bigger letdown.
So what's your story?
I don't have a story necessarily where somebody said something to me. I feel as though my story comes from how people have treated me, or how I felt I've been treated within my family. So it's not so much of what people say, it's what they do for me. So I have a cousin who I thought we were really, 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 really close. You know this cousin, of course. But as time has gone on, I have looked at this cousin like my ace. Like, I'm there for you. I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to do all these things for you. I'm your ride or die. Like, if you need me, call me. Like, I want to be there for you. I want to help you. I want to do whatever you want. I want to hang out with you. I want to, like, be cool, like, on that level with you. But I felt as time went on that I never got that same feeling in return from her. So it felt hard to realize that I'm putting this person on such a high expectation or totem pole that I'm a pedestal that I'm not on for her. Yeah. So it was hurtful. Yeah. It was just hurtful. I never really had anybody that said anything to me. And if they did, I don't remember, if I'm being honest, because I really don't take words as face value when it comes to people and their opinions or whatever on me. I really focus on how I'm being treated. Yeah. So yeah.
So it's not the what, it's the how for you.
It's the how for me.
People say, what they say, words are, what they say, what's the saying?
I don't know.
Words can
Sticks
hurt.
And stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah. And I'm quite the opposite, though.
Really?
I mean, yeah, words penetrate for me. And I replay them in my head. But I think this is a good segue into our topic. So that's interesting that the card that we picked really is a good tie into our topic. Family ties and untied ends. Blood may be thicker than water, but what happens when family is also the wound? What does that mean to you?
To me, it means we grew up, or we're growing up in a world where family is everything. Your blood is your blood, and you should never betray your blood. You should never do harm to your blood. You should always be there for them.
But that's how I raised you.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of us have been raised in that culture of family is family. You don't go beyond family. So when family hurts you, it is a deeper level of pain to realize that these people that are supposed to love you and be there for you and cherish you, and you're supposed to do the same thing for them, and then the realization that it's not happening the way that you thought it was supposed to happen is traumatizing, if I'm being honest, because you want so much to have. Well, for me, I'm a family person. Yeah, I love my family. I would literally do anything for my family. You call me at 5:00 in the morning. What you need? What you got? I need.
That's one thing there. Your auntie said about you. She said that baby Alexis.
I'm there.
So both of your aunties said that about you. Your auntie on your dad's side, who gives you that love, that reciprocated love, that unconditional reciprocated love. Yes. I love her for that too. I always tell her, I said, I love how you love my babies. Yeah. I love how she loves her babies, my babies. I love how she keeps it connected. I love, there's some things that I have a challenge. We have a challenge. I'm sure she has some challenges with me as well. There's some things that I'm challenged with as it relates to her, but I have never challenged the way that she loves you and Obs and Marlon. Like that is the best example of an auntie
it is
that I've seen, even with my own aunts. But even your aunt on grandma's side, she says that baby looks out for her cousin. She looks out. She pulls the family together. She does all of that stuff. And mom says she's just like you. Yeah. I mean, you know what we do for our family to get our family together. We love our family. So
yes, absolutely.
You're absolutely right. Somebody you love so much could also be a significant amount of pain.
Yeah.
When things aren't reciprocated.
Because you just don't expect it.
Yeah.
You don't expect it to go down that route. And it's like I was saying, like I am a very family oriented person. We do game nights. I'm the one always calling, checking up. Hey, how you doing? What's going on with you? What you need? Whatever. I'm the first person you call if you need something. Like, hey, can you come do this or you do this and da da da. And as time go on, it's like, okay, I'm constantly doing all these things for you, but y'all just did something the other day. I wasn't invited.
Yeah.
You just did this and I wasn't. Where was my phone call?
Yeah.
When do I ever get the checkup on? When do I ever receive the same love that I try to give out?
Yeah.
And it's hard to lower your expectations and your givings to other people when you realize that you're not on that same pedestal that you have put them on.
Yeah.
So
it's hard, but it's absolutely necessary.
It absolutely is.
It is absolutely necessary. And, here's the reality of it. I am closer to some of my friends that don't have blood running through their veins that belong to me than I am to even my closest family. And it was a journey to realizing that, hey, I value them, or I'm willing to put more into this relationship than I'm getting back. And I don't have to do this, right? I could put my energy and my effort into somebody who's going to reciprocate it. And that reciprocation don't look the same.
At all.
I'm not saying dollar for dollar.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
saying love for love, right? It's not necessarily the way that I love you is going to be different than the way that you
asking you to pour into me like I pour into you.
Yeah, in whatever way that looks like for you.
Yeah.
But just a pouring into instead of a taking away from.
Because you're draining me and I'm over here trying to give from an empty cup.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this again. John Hope says, like, a giver and a giver is exotic. So when you got somebody and you're in a relationship with somebody, that person is giving to you, you're giving to that person, like that's exotic, right?
Exotic.
But when you have a giver and a taker, so one person is giving and one person is just taking, that's neurotic.
Ooh.
But when you have a taker and a taker, that is psychotic. In most relationships.
Psychotic?
Freaking cotic.
Okay.
In most relationships is neurotic and psychotic.
Okay, so can you explain neurotic versus psychotic just a little bit more?
It's really just like a negative emotional experience. Like there are several ways that it's used, but the way that I feel like it's being used is just like, it's just negative emotional experiences. And then like psychotic is like a negative reality. Yeah. Like it's more long term. Like it's just you're operating in like this negative mentality that does not produce anything positive. Okay. Right? But when you think about something that's exotic, when you think about the term exotic, right? Yeah. You think about a positive feeling and experience and the reality. Right? So when you have a giver and a giver, positive things flow from that because it's generally positive conversations. It's generally a positive experience and a positive exchange with someone else, right? Okay. So that's why I think about it like that. Not really like the purest definition of it, but like the interaction. Okay. How the interaction feels. Okay. That makes sense. And so oftentimes I'll see, like, I'm dealing with like this situation with my cousin who I will, obviously we're not saying names, but it's just like, You're mad at me. Why?
Yeah.
Like, why are you angry? Like, how do you become so, and I don't know that with blood for me, with my family, I can be angry with you because we're made to be different.
Yes, absolutely.
Because we're made to be different, there's going to be instances where we just don't agree. We just don't see eye to eye.
Yeah.
What does it mean to love somebody enough where you give them grace and you agree to disagree?
Yet that part.
And you love them anyway.
That part.
And you love them beyond the disagreement. You love them beyond the fact that you guys don't see things the same way.
Yeah.
That's how you were raised.
Yes, absolutely.
So when you experience that deep pain, I find myself, I probably transfer that to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It feels like a fork in the road.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
Where I can either stop messing with you altogether or I can try to continue to mend it. But then if I try to continue to mend it, what does that look like for me? Like, am I just constantly overextending myself to try to appease this relationship? I'm constantly trying to meet you in the middle, but there's no leeway.
And I'm telling
I can give you a lot of grace and I can give you a lot of love and support regardless of how you're treating me. But at some point in time, I'm gonna be exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to continue to give you the grace and love that you so much require from me but can't seem to give back.
And that's the problem. Like, you have larger expectations from me than you're willing to give yourself. So I am emphatically saying no, because I can still love you.
Yeah.
And not deal with you.
From a distance.
Which is exactly how you're doing me. I'm not sure that I call it love, right? But I can still love you and not deal with you just like you're doing with me. Yeah. Hopefully you still love me and you're just choosing not to deal with me. So I am level set. I am putting you on the same level.
Yes.
So if you are showing me and demonstrating that you only have me at a level 1 or 0 or -2.
-2 is crazy.
Then that's exactly where I'll put you in my life. Despite who you are. Like this whole notion of you get to treat me like you get to treat me any old kind of way because you're my sister, cousin, brother, aunt, uncle, mother. Like, no, you don't get to do that. I love myself too much and I know who I am and whose I am.
But that's also a little challenging for me because even though you might have me at a 0 or a -2 or whatever the case is, I can never give myself to completely put myself or you on that same level that you put me. A part of me is always gonna give some sort of grace or leniency or just understanding that even though I'm down here, you might be one above. Like you're not completely at the same level that I am with you.
But then you'll constantly be disappointed.
I think that that's kind of acceptable to me slightly.
But then you're always hurt.
Slightly, because you're not where you used to be. You're never going to be where you used to be. But at the same time, it's not in me to be as low as I am with you. It's just not in me.
But I'm not necessarily saying that that's how you operate because I don't think I'll ever operate that way. Like I reached out to this person that I'm talking to and I just said, there's nothing you can do that will cause me to love you any less. There's nothing you can say that will cause me to love you any less. You can separate and never speak to me again, and that's fine. I'm going to still love you. When you're ready, if you're ever ready,
if you are.
And I'm okay either way. If you're ever ready, I'm gonna welcome you with open arms. Right? But I'm not gonna keep extending myself.
Oh, absolutely.
Extending myself.
But that's what I mean when I say just like one above. That's it. It's not like I'm gonna continue to get myself hurt or put myself in these predicaments where I can be let down by you or vice versa. But at some point I still love you no matter what. I'm always going to reach out and say my piece at least and be able to move on with still love in my heart. I'll never treat you badly. But you don't get the overextended version
enough to be open to
Yeah.
resolving whatever
Whatever.
it is that needs to be resolved.
Yeah.
That's the point, right? I'm not gonna stop accepting your phone. I'm gonna operate from an area that God would be pleased.
Yeah.
So yes, you made me angry. Yes, you did something that I didn't necessarily approve of. Yes, you did something that I would never do to you.
Never.
Right? However, I'm going to always operate from a point of, if you're ready to talk about it, to resolve it so that we can get to that point of loving each other unconditionally and being there for each other and being what I taught you family should be and how I was raised family should be. I'm always open to getting back to that place.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy or so interesting that we're having this conversation is, no matter how good we think that we're treating these family members of ours, or no matter how strong we think our relationships and everything with them, we might be villains in their story.
Ain't no might about it. We are villains in their story.
And I think that that's so interesting because I truly wholeheartedly believe that we're coming from a place of love and non-judgment and caring and wanting to be there and overextending ourselves to make sure that they're okay. And the fact that I'm doing all of these things out of love and yet I'm your villain is absolutely mind-blowing to me.
Well, it's two things. You said this to me and I'll never forget it, and I always repeat it to Tony.
Ooh, what'd I say?
You told me one day, you said, Mom, some people would rather break the mirror than to look at it. So when I
wise.
Yeah, you are wise. Cheers. Nightcap. Cheers. That part. But no, it's like, seriously, somebody has to have some people are self-aware and do introspect, and some people project and blame other people for what they have or their lack thereof, and at the end of the day, we're all just raised differently.
Yeah.
So we met, but here's the deal. I'm not sitting up here like the innocent person. Like,
oh yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm outspoken. I say what's on my mind.
Yes.
I sometimes say it before I think about it.
Absolutely.
I'm getting. Yeah, I don't need all of that. That's a lot of confirmation right there. Like, let me stop you right there. That's a lot of dang on confirmation.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, let me just go. Let's just go ahead and be introspect with myself.
Okay.
I'm not sitting here like I'm holier than thou, and like I don't do anything to offend other people.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that if you love somebody enough, you and I, over the years and even now, I'll be like, why you mad at me? What did I do? And you be like, okay, Ma, I overdid it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I love you too much for you not to be a part of my life.
Yeah.
And I think that's what, for me, family means.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
I love my family too much for them not to be a part of my life if it's something that I can do to mend the pieces.
Yeah.
Right? So, but I can't fix what I don't know is broken.
Yeah, you can't be the constant mender.
I can't. You got to get in that boxing ring with somebody else, and you got to fight for something.
Mender. Yeah, I can't work twice as hard for our relationship. Like, do you want this too?
Yeah.
And if that's not what you want, okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm a level set where you want us to be.
Yeah.
Because I'm not about to keep doing this with you.
Yeah. And what about when we talk about wounds? So, like, one of the things during the recording of Money Motivations with Meltrice,
slight plug.
I had Nicole McKinney Johnson here. She's the first black CEO of the Cleveland Rape Crisis Center, but she talked about sexual abuse and stuff like that. And some of the things that we're uncovering in our own family is like sexual abuse by the people who you trusted the most.
Yeah.
So you don't know how deep that pain runs in people.
And you can never, ever say how they should feel about it.
Exactly. And how that shows up.
Yeah.
So where we might be taking things personally, you never know. Life is lifing with people. They may just not be in a place to, I don't know. I'm just trying to see outside of myself. Like even sometimes when I'm interacting with dad and I'm like, my husband is acting funny today. I immediately take that personally, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. He may have had a bad day at work.
Yeah.
He may have had a bad exchange with somebody. Don't immediately say you did something.
Yeah.
That's why you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
thinking outside of your nose. But all of that comes with spiritual maturity, emotional maturity, the desire to mature,
the desire to understand,
the desire to understand, the desire to have empathy for people, and just the desire to be on a healing journey.
Yeah.
Like when you're operating from a place of healing, you can be different.
You can be different.
You can be different.
And I think that that's so, it's very disheartening when you are on your healing journey and you want to bring these people along with you to heal as well, but not everybody is ready for that.
Yeah.
Everybody is not going to be on the same path or healing journey as you are. So while Alexis from a year ago would have accepted that, Alexis today is like, you got me messed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm no longer accepting that. And it's difficult for those people in those relationships when you are doing that. You are setting those boundaries. You are speaking your mind more. You are more vocal about however you're feeling or however they've done to you and you feel some type of way about it. It's difficult to navigate those relationships with family because they've known you the longest.
Yeah.
So they're used to you in a certain way.
Yeah.
So
you're changing the game. You're changing the rules in the middle of the game.
You are.
You
absolutely are.
It's a conversation that I had with a close friend of mine, and she's at a different, more healed place where she's like, I'm not accepting what I feel as less than what I'm giving. I'm not accepting mistreatment anymore because I'm in a whole place. I know what I deserve. Not only do I know what I deserve, I know what I'm putting out. You know, they say you sow, whatever you sow, you shall reap. Yeah. I know that I'm sowing good seed.
Yeah.
So I want to reap good seed.
Absolutely.
And for those that aren't willing to sow good seed and be in that same place with me, they don't deserve the fullness of what I give.
Yeah.
And that's about knowing what you give and knowing who you are. Like I always say I say you dope. I tell people that all the time. I'm like, my children, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm not. I take no credit for you and Marlon being the amazing human beings that you all are in terms of, you know, work ethic, in terms of compassionate and consideration of people, selfless, like, you know, the way that you got. I take no credit for that. Like the kind of friend that you are. And I say this to my business partner all the time. He'd be like, so what Alexis here in the pit? I said, Alexis is not going to tell us what she hears in the pit. I said, she's just that kind of a person where she ain't about to be repeating stuff.
I just don't.
You don't tell me even the stuff I think you should be telling me, but I've gotten used to. I'm not going to hear it from Alexis, right? Yeah. Because of your loyalty, your dedication. And I say, if somebody get my daughter as a friend, they got to ride or die.
And that's on period.
And that's on period.
I ride.
If somebody get my son as a friend, they got to ride or die.
Yeah.
If somebody get me as a friend, they got to ride or die.
Yeah.
So I have to respect your boundaries when you don't share information that I think you should. But
I share a lot. I don't share
what you
intimate.
Shouldn't share.
What I should share, what I shouldn't.
You don't share what you shouldn't share. And I've learned to respect that. But I don't take credit for the dope individuals that you all are. But I say that I know that when she's down for somebody, they get something good. I'm not saying you get something perfect.
Not at
all.
None
of us are perfect.
Not perfect. I make mistakes. I mess up. I'm apologetic. If you bring it to me, I'm willing to fix it. I am willing to look in that mirror.
Within reason.
I'm willing to look in that mirror versus crack it.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I look in the mirror first. Anytime I have an interaction with somebody that's not pleasant, I'm like, Oh my God. Okay, Meltrice, you really screwed that one up.
Yeah.
You went off.
You could
probably
have
should
handled
been-
that way
You
better.
could have handled that better. You probably should have took a deep breath before you went
Yeah.
off. I'm doing better.
It's really hard to your healed person that you are. For me, especially with family, it's hard to not go back to who you used to be, because the healed version of you is not used to having to deal with that anymore, because you've put up all these boundaries and you've made some distance a little bit.
Mhm.
So then when something happens, you're like, how could you do that to me?
Yeah.
And it's like, but that's what they've always done
Yeah.
to you. So
Yeah.
why are you different? You're healed.
Yeah.
They're
So-
not where you're at.
So back to my point, you changed the game. You
Mhm.
changed the rules of the game in the middle of the game. So that brings me full circle to the conversation that I was having before with my girlfriend, and this is what I was expressing to her. Her and her spouse, they're used to interacting based off of the old rules.
Mm.
When you finally get settled in on who you are, what you bring to the table, the seeds that you have sown, what you're willing to do for the people that you love, and you realize that you're in relationship with somebody who's not willing to do the same,
Yeah.
things change.
Things change.
And you start demanding what you deserve.
Yeah.
But you're doing that in the middle of the game. So either somebody is going to want to love you, or somebody's going to love you enough to say, please tell me the rules of the game and give me grace as I'm learning them.
Yes.
Or people are going to walk away because they don't want to deal with the new rules.
Yeah.
And that's something that you have to be okay with,
Mm-hmm.
because some people are going to walk away and that is going to be painful.
That hurts.
But I'll tell you what, God sometimes says, clean your closet so I can bring you new.
I'm ready for new.
Hey, new
Come
it.
on,
I'll tell you what.
I'm cleaning up.
I'll tell you
I'm
what.
cleaning up right now.
Because you coming in with the new rules. So people can't even get in unless they're willing to play the game with the new rules.
Yeah.
So now these people are new and improved.
Yeah. Oh, I
And
like
you just
that.
got to get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm accepting. I'm meeting you, cousin, sister, brother, uncle, mama, dad, all of that. I'm meeting you where you are, and I'm loving you, and I'm opening
Yes.
up my world to you to have a conversation so
Yes.
we can operate under the new rules and have a better relationship. Or I'm okay. What you say? You said saying goodbye. I'm okay with letting this season end. I'm okay with loving you.
From a
When we at the
distance.
family events,
From a
loving all along you.
distance.
Oh, and by the
Yeah.
way, if you need me and I can do it, and
I
that
might
I'm
still be there.
available, I might still be there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm just not going all out like
I'm
I
not
normally-
overextending myself.
Yes. Yes.
It's not a thing for me anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, what does she need? What can I do for her? What can I do for this person? No, it's just
Yeah.
not happening no
Yeah.
more. But if you call me and you say, hey, I really need da. Okay,
Maybe.
maybe. Let me think about it.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 times out of 10,
Yeah.
I might do it.
Yeah. 50%. 50%.
5 times out of 10, I might do it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I understand that. And I would just say, as your mom, I know, and you know, we are family.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to stop being family. I was having a conversation with somebody my age, and when we were growing up, like, family was everything.
Yeah.
Like, you on the weekends you hung out with
Hello.
family. Your mom and her siblings was together. All
Yeah.
you were all with
Every
your
Christmas,
and your
every
cousins
Thanksgiving,
were,
every holiday,
your
we was
cousins
all
were your
together.
friends. Like, it was so
Yeah.
close, and it was to some extent like that when we were raising y'all.
Some extent.
But now it's just, I don't know, people are moving. I don't know what's happening in the family, at least in our family dynamic, and in some of the other families of people that I know. I don't know what's happening in the dynamic, but I think it's the trick of the enemy where family is just not as close as they used to be.
Yeah, it's difficult because if I'm being honest, it feels like more like we're isolated to everybody else. Even though we're the ones always trying to bring people in and do everything for everybody, I feel isolated from my family.
It's my fault.
It's not your fault.
I promise you it is.
It's not your
I promise you it is something about me. It's
But that's
something
just
about
so-
me.
I mean, first of all, that's unfair for you, but that's also
It's
unfair
okay.
for me and Marlon. Like, you don't deserve that though. Like, you go above and beyond for people, and you're there for people, and you want to be a shoulder to cry on, a ear to listen. Like, you are a lot for a lot of people, and your friends reap that benefit so much, and it almost feels slighted that your family can't even realize how dope you are. Like, you just
I got your nose wide open. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I
or
don't
like,
know.
why is there always a problem? I guess I just don't understand that. And that's disheartening.
It's my fault. Like, please know that. You
I
know how
honestly-
they say it's like generational. It's my fault. Like, it's something that some people in my family just don't vibe. Now, on my dad's side of the family,
That's like,
we all around the nation, but I promise you,
Yeah.
I'm closer to them than I am to some people on my mom's side of the family. I don't know if it's generational from my mom down to me, or it's generational from me down to y'all. I don't know,
but that's so interesting, because Gigi was the house everybody was at.
yeah.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, Labor Day, Memorial Day.
I'll tell you
like-
what it might be though. I don't know. I'm making this. I mean, I'm thinking. Now you got me thinking back.
Okay, speculating.
So because she was the house, mom would spend hundreds of dollars on holidays all the time.
Absolutely. Everything.
And people
Nobody
would come
pitched
in and they wouldn't pitch in, and everybody want to take plates and not give her a dime, not do anything. And I took issue with that.
Yeah.
So I probably said something once, twice, 3 times, 4 times,
wow.
5 times, maybe 6, 7, 8,
Okay,
9,
we got
10.
10.
Okay, so maybe, but I was young.
I mean,
Right?
but still, you would think
I
that
was
somebody
young.
would want to
I
help
was-
and contribute to the house that's
But
feeding you
that's
every
not.
single.
Hey, listen.
That's
that
just
ain't-
not how family works.
Yeah,
the
so-
consideration.
And so maybe me saying something rub people the wrong way.
That's
I mean, I'm
unfortunate.
trying to go backwards, but I was in my 20s then. I ain't gonna say how old I am now. But if people are harping on those things, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I said something to rub somebody
we
a
can
certain
only
way.
speculate.
I can
what we
only
feel like
speculate.
it might be, or we will never ever know, because nobody will ever have a conversation with
Yeah.
us.
And I've gotten to a point where I'm okay with that. And I can't wait, because I know what you deal with. I can't wait till you get to a point where you're okay with that.
I've been okay.
No, you're not. I know you enough to know that you're not okay.
My last situation that happened, I have residue hurt from it, but I'm okay.
And I would just say, like, the friends that I see you with now recently, these are dope people.
I love my friends.
And love who loves you.
Yeah.
Love everybody, but love and pour into those that love and pour into you. And I
Yeah.
always say, celebrate the ones that are there,
Yeah.
and the ones that want to be there, and the ones that celebrate you, not tolerate you.
Yes, that part.
And be okay
I don't
with
want to
it.
be tolerated. That was it. That was it.
And be okay with it. So cheers to that.
Cheers to that. I
This was
love
a
that.
good conversation.
Mm.
I like the salt on the rim.
I don't.
Thank you, Papa.
I would have loved sugar, maybe. But no, this was a very heartfelt conversation.
Yeah.
Because we just never know.
Yeah.
And we want to love so much. We want to give. I am a giver.
Yeah.
It's just how I was raised.
No. I'm
So
sorry.
it's hard to
Yeah.
take that and feel like you can't do what you want to do for people.
And you can. It's just you have to choose. You have to choose more wisely
Yeah.
the people that you do it for.
Yeah.
And meet people where they are. And when somebody tell you who they are,
Believe it.
daggone it, believe it. Believe it.
Believe it. Oh my God. Yeah, I agree.
All right, honey bunny. So
That was a really deep conversation. I'm really glad that we did that.
Yeah.
What's your biggest takeaway from that conversation?
unconditional love. Be open to reconciliation and meet people where they are. What about you?
Learning to let go.
Learning
Learning to let go and accept that that's just how it is. Could it be better? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Could we reconcile? Hopefully.
Yeah. I
But
like
I'm
to know what
okay.
our listening audience thinks.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah, leave
sure.
something in the comments. What was your takeaway from that conversation? Were we right? Were we wrong? What has your experience been with your family?
Have
How
you
did
had
you
any
handle it?
wounds? Have you had any wounds
Yeah.
that were unmendable? Or if you did, how did you have some that you did mend?
Yeah.
How were you able to get past it and reconcile?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
All
love
right,
that.
so-
All right, so our last thing into our segment.
Okay.
Into our segment. So last time you talked about us having a 3 to 6 month budget.
3 to
So
6
how are we building
months.
on our money mindset this
We talk
week?
about budget. I know we talked about budget. I know we talked about mindset and making the choice. Being intentional. This week I'm just gonna suggest that we do a credit card audit.
Okay.
Right? Just getting our credit, being credit ready, understanding what all your credit card, who do you have credit with? What are your interest rates? What's your available balance? What have you spent, right? What is your credit utilization? Your credit utilization is like if you have $1,000 and you're in $1,000 available balance with credit card A, and you're spending, and you have a $500 outstanding balance, you have a 50% credit utilization. The experts say, you should have a 30% utilization or less.
Okay.
So doing that credit card audit, and when I say do a credit card audit, I'm talking about write them down. Understand what your available balance is. Understand what your outstanding balance is. Understand what your minimum payments are. Just looking at it. What we focus on grows, whether it's positive or negative. We often talk about wanting to do better and wanting to be in the driver's seat of our financial journey, but we never focus on it.
That is
so
true.
This is an intentional focus this week on your credit cards.
So what would a good credit score look like?
I'd say 700 or better, 680 or better.
Okay.
That's good. But you want to try to be getting to the 800s to have excellent credit. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort. But again, what you focus on grows. Focus on it. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. It didn't happen. If you're not in a good credit situation, that didn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
It's not going to go away overnight. We can talk about we can talk about the snowball effect on paying credit cards off next time. But right now, I just want people to understand where they are. Let that be the starting point. All right, tell us about your book for the week.
Okay, so last time we did The Silent Patient. That was a psycho thriller, a psychology thriller. It was the twist at the end of that book. Did not see it coming, and I thoroughly enjoyed the build up to it, and the ending kind of just hit you. It was like, oh, this is what actually happened. I was in the book like, what? You gotta be kidding me. This is crazy. But that was a really, really good read. So this week it is Only for the Week. And I'm really excited. It's a spicy rom-com, romantic comedy. And I've heard really, really great things about it. So I'm really excited to read it.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Between Us Ladies. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And come back so you never miss an episode.
Yes. And then let us know in the comments. Like we said, please give us some insight on, are we right? Are we wrong? What did you do in your friendships or your relationships with your family to build or remove? We want to know. Let us know. So we'll be back next week with a new card, a new conversation.
And plenty more to say
on Between Us
Ladies. Peace.
Bye, y'all.